Boy, all it is tis good day. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. I want to try to make this quick, but I also want to merge a two in one. So the first one is to check up on your loved ones, no matter where they are. Perhaps they're in a different state, maybe even locked up, or perhaps living with a family member, or off to college, or in camp, or in service, wherever the case may be. Just keep in contact with your loved ones. Because now, mind you, I call myself keeping in contact, but not as far as like in person or even on video chat. Like I say, perhaps I talk to them on the phone, but I don't actually see them. Because like I say, I'm technically overseas and they're somewhere else long distance. So yeah, I only say that because literally a family member of mine, they butt out a group chat of everyone, and two of the family members picked up, and the two that picked up, now my job picked up too, but it was a group chat, but it was a butt down. So pretty much the two that picked up, when they got on the camera, I mean, looked like smoked to death. And I'm trying to be funny, it looked terrible. And I was just like, wow, like, why are you guys looking crazy? I mean, all I could do was laugh, but I'm like, why are y'all looking crazy like that? Like, one literally just they looked literally like they let themselves go. And they're both in the same city, so it could just be that ghost town city where the life has been sucked out and your only option is to turn into a zombie. But I'm like, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I left. But like I said, just check on your loved one just to see how they're doing mentally, see how their health is doing, and and then maybe give them that encouragement, like, hey, clean yourself up, or you want to because some people just they stop caring, they'll come out in public looking any old kind of way. Yeah, so just check in on your loved ones. Perhaps they're in prison, because they say another thing too that makes prisoners targets. If they notice they don't get visits, then those might be the ones that we use for test dummies and other schemes, So yeah, just check on your loved ones. Also, too, as a spinoff of what I was saying, as far as checking on people, also understand what people are going through too. Because perhaps that's depression, or maybe they just feel like, well, hell, all hopes are gone, or they're just overly stressed and they just like, hell, you gonna see how I'm feeling, because I'm just stop giving it a damn. And I say consider what people are going through too, because a lot of people, they'll like to zoom in on what they see and zoom in what people are going through, and not actually taking notes on and understanding why people go through the things they go through and why they do the things they do based off trauma. So for instance, you'll say like, oh, okay, well, that lady is a stripper, or she's mean, or she's a hoe, or the the main one they like to give with women, especially the women of my caliber, the quote unquote black women or melanated women. They like to give you're the angry black woman, or bitter, or masculine. But my thing is, people don't just wake up and say, okay, I'm going to be bitter today, or I'm going to be masculine today, or I'm going to be the angry bitch. That's all based off trauma and what the hell's going on with people. You know what I mean? Perhaps they've been abused our whole lives, and maybe that's why they're mean, or maybe that's why they're standoffish, or maybe that's why they're masculine. Or like I say, another thing too, with a lot of these single mothers, they have to pick up the slack of the man and the woman. So sometimes if I'm taking the role of the man, then I might be masculine. Like I say, if I'm the one paying the bills and raising the children and taking care of the household, pretty much doing what the man should be doing, then yes, I just may be a little masculine, in the same way that the men may be very feminine, because most of them, like I say, if the man is not around, that means their mom is raising them, so they're going to be just as sassy and bitchy as their mom. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand what people are going through, and don't just label, you're just angry or masculine. But it's like, if you think about it, not let alone a black woman, do you think a regular woman or any woman could just be regular old feminine woman out there, without being a target? Because like I say, women are already targets because you're vulnerable, easy targets. And it's like, do you really think that if you're out to fend for yourself, that you can afford to be feminine, nice, and sweet? I'm not saying there's something wrong with it, but that's kind of like saying like, well, I'm an overly nice person. Do you think if you're your overly nice self, do you really think you'll survive in a room full of vultures? So it's like, sometimes you have to fit the environment. If you're around a bunch of vultures, being nice is probably not the best idea, because that's how you're going to get ran over and taken advantage of. But if you show your teeth, those vultures will back off, but yet you'll be labeled masculine, bitter, and mean. So if I was saying, just understand what people are going through, and check in on your damn family members. Make sure their mental health is all right. Make sure they're not stressed to the part of letting go, to where they don't give a damn about what they look like out in public. Yeah, so yeah, if you haven't spoken to or actually seen them, because like I said, I've spoken to these, I've actually seen them, because like I said, it was a video call butt down, and the two that got on the phone that was in the same city, I mean, they looked terrible. I'm not like, well, I had to ask them, why y'all looking like that? Yeah, it looked bad, but you're gonna have to have another meeting or set up an exorcism or something. I don't know what that was. Yeah, but all right, but I hope all are well. Hope all are safe.